Hello, everyone. Right, we're going to carry on. There he is with Roald Dahl's George's Marvellous Medicine. And if you remember last time, George has taken his concoction of all these wonderful ingredients, taken it into his kitchen. If you remember, because his dad is a farmer, he's putting all sorts of animal medicines in there as well. So he's now taking it into the kitchen. George put the saucepan on the stove and turned up the gas flame underneath as high as it would go. "George," came the awful voice from the next room, "it's time for my medicine." "Not yet, Grandma," George called back. "There's still 20 minutes before 11 o'clock. "What mischief are you up to in there now?" Granny screeched. "I hear noises." George thought it best not to answer this one. He found a long spoon in a kitchen drawer and began stirring very hard. The stuff in the pot got hotter and hotter. Soon the marvellous mixture began to froth and foam. A rich blue smoke, the colour of peacocks, rose from the surface of the liquid, and a fiery, fearsome smell filled the kitchen. It made George choke and splutter. It was a smell unlike any he had smelled before. It was a brutal and bewitching smell, spicy and staggering, fierce and frenzied, full of wizardry and magic. Whenever he got a whiff of it up his nose, firecrackers went off in his skull, and electric prickles ran along the backs of his legs. It was wonderful to stand there, stirring this amazing mixture, and to watch it smoking blue and bubbling and frothing and foaming, as if it were alive. At one point, he could have sworn he saw bright sparks flashing in the swirling foam. And suddenly, George found himself dancing around the steaming pot, chanting strange words that came into his head out of nowhere. "Fiery froth and witch's brew, foamy froth and rich's blue. Fume and spume and spoondiff spray, fizzle swizzle, shout, hooray! Watch it sloshing, swashing, sploshing, hear it hissing, squishing, spissing. Grandma, better start to pray." Now then, here's the next chapter, and this one is called Brown Paint. George turned off the heat under the saucepan. He must leave plenty of time for it to cool down. When all the steam and froth had gone away, he peered into the giant pan to see what colours the great medicine now was. It was a deep and brilliant blue. "It needs more brown in it," George said. "It simply must be brown, or she'll get suspicious." George ran outside and dashed into his father's tool shed, where all the paints were kept. There was a row of cans on the shelf, all colours: black, green, red, pink, white, and brown. He reached for the can of brown. The label said simply, "Dark brown gloss paint, 1 quart." He took a screwdriver and prized off the lid. The can was 3/4 full. He rushed it back to the kitchen. He poured the whole lot into the saucepan. The saucepan was now full to the brim. And very gently, George stirred the paint into the mixture with a long spoon. Aha! It was all turning brown, a lovely, rich, creamy brown. "Where's that medicine of mine, boy?" came the voice from the living room. "You're forgetting me. You're doing it on purpose. I shall tell your mother." "I'm not forgetting you, Grandma," George called back. "I'm thinking of you all the time. But there are still 10 minutes to go." "You're a nasty little maggot," the voice screeched back. "You lazy, disobedient little worm. and you're growing too fast. George fetched the bottle of Grandma's real medicine from the sideboard. He took out the cork and tipped it all down the sink. He then filled the bottle with his own magic mixture by dipping a small jug into the saucepan and using it as a pourer. He replaced the cork. Had it cooled down enough yet? Not quite. So he held the bottle under the cold tap for a couple of minutes. The label came off in the wet, but that didn't matter. He dried the bottle with a dishcloth. All was now ready. This was it. The great moment had arrived. "Medicine time, Grandma," he called out. "I should hope so too," came the grumpy reply. The silver tablespoon in which the medicine was always given lay ready on the kitchen sideboard. George picked it up. Holding the spoon in one hand and the bottle in the other, he advanced into the living room. Well, we'll see next time what happens when Grandma actually takes the medicine. I wonder if she'll still be around after that. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? I hope you're all well and everybody's okay, nice and safe and healthy. All right? And the sun is still shining, although it was raining the other day. But let's all hope we'll all be together very soon. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye for now.